Good afternoon, everyone. This is Cindy with my Altered Muse, and I'm glad to be back. I'm sorry I have not been on video much. I've had some custom orders that I've had to complete, and it's that time of year, and I just have been so busy, but I'm caught up. So now we're going to work on this journal that I have been creating for Notions of Beauty, and we're going to continue working on it. And today I want to finish up the construction. Remember, we're working on this as a Amazon mailer. Remember, we were doing this. So what I want to do today is I'm going to finish up and get this ready to go, and then we can start working on ephemera and just getting it all beautiful. Okay, now what I had thought I wanted to do was it's going to have pouches up at the top where we can put things, but I don't want them to come down too terribly far. So I'm going to measure with this tag right here. Let me see if I can get that shadow off. I don't know why I've got shadows going. See if that'll work. And let me measure. This tag measures 8.5 inches long. So what I want is I want it to peek out the top like this, so we can put ribbons and things like that. So that's about as far up as I want it to protrude up. So what I'm going to do now is I am going to peek up in here and see where my tag stops, and I'm going to glue up that far so we can have a nice area to put things. So all I'm doing now is just gluing, and I'm going to glue all the way across. I'll tell you how far up I'm gluing. Let's see, I'm gluing about 2 inches up from the bottom, and I'm putting solid glue, okay? And I'm going all the way across. Now, sometimes glue does not like to stick on this bubble wrap that's on the inside, so we may have to, whoops, I don't want it to do that. We may have to glue more than once, and if we do, that's fine. But I just want to let you know what the next step is. And if you want your things all the way down, then don't worry about this. Just glue right across the bottom. But, you can glue right across here if you don't want to come up into your pouch. But I won't, because that's going to be the tallest thing I'm going to put in there. And I just don't want everything getting lost down in the bottom, if you understand what I'm talking about. Now we're going to let that dry. Now, let me flip through here. I don't know, I really haven't done anything off camera yet. So, just thought I'd show you where we are. This is the front, and this is a tag. And remember how I left an opening right here so we can put another tag in? That's kind of one of my signature moves. I like to do that. So, let me get close so you can see. Now, I am probably not finished with this. We're probably going to put some more fun things on here. Let's see. let's open this up. Now I need to put something right across here because that is showing. And I think maybe, yeah, I'm just going to tuck a little bit of gathered lace right there. So this is just one of our seams that's kind of showing a little bit, and I don't want it showing, so we're going to run our glue across here. Can you see what I'm doing? Okay, then I'm just gonna take, now I got this trim from Debbie at Notions of Beauty. That's everything that I'm using in this journal is from her live sale that she has on Wednesday nights, and that will be tonight. So let's get that glued down like so. And let me go ahead and kind of trim this off like that. Okay, move that to the side. And that's just kind of a nice sweet trim. This is what it is. This sweet trim. It measures 1 inch. And I'm just kind of tucking that in. To close up that area that was showing there from where we glued papers together, okay? And that's the other side of it. So we have another piece of lace coming off of the front. Okay. There. Now let me show you. I have finished all the interior, what I put in. This is I made this on camera, if you'll remember, and I slid that in here for now. I don't know if it's going to stay, but it's in there for now. And then both of these beautiful pieces, well, this is actually one piece of lace. I got this beautiful lace from Debbie. This came from Debbie. Now I've got to do something here, but I'm not real worried about it at the moment. And if you will remember, she sold these kits. And that's what I'm working from, is one of her beautiful kits. Okay, and then this folds over, and everything's nice and tidy. But we're going to cover all this up. Okay, let's open this up and see how our gluing is going. Just going to kind of check here. I believe it's closed up nicely. Okay, now the next thing I want to do is I want to add the journal insert in here, okay? We're going to put a journal. You can add as many pages as you like. I have got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I've got 10 pages, and that makes for a 40-page journal that will be in here that we can do more decorating and pockets and just have a wonderful time with. So all you need to do is just decide, you know, what your papers are going to be, and I am going to stitch this in. I'm going to add these large gem clips to hold my papers. I got these at Big Lots, So you can use those to hold them in. You want to get your paper nice and snug, okay? Now on a larger journal, I would measure, but on this one, I'm not going to. I'm just going to eyeball it because it doesn't have a big spine or anything, so we don't have to worry. I'm going to put these clips on there, and if we were going into a back, a back signature or through a spine that was going to show, we would do this differently. But this is just going to be an easy fix. Let me make sure I'm where everybody can see me, and they can. So here's our spine, if you want to call it, right here. And for this, I have some beautiful pink wax linen thread. I'm not sure where I got it. As you can see, it's a mighty big spool, and I've had it for a very long time. So, and I'm also going to use a smaller awl today because this is not that thick, and it should pop through pretty easy. Okay. So the first thing I want to do is kind of get it lined up like this where I can poke it through. And I'm going to just kind of eyeball and find the middle. Now if you want to, you can measure, but I'm not going to worry with it. And then we're just going to push that across. Sorry if my hand was in the way. And you'll see we have a nice hole here that we're going to put our thread through. And then I'm going to come right here. And I'm going to do another one. And then I'm going to come up here. And I'm going to do the third one. Now this is just, this is just a 3-hole pamphlet stitch. You can do a 5, but it's not really necessary on here. Now I don't cut. The rule of thumb is you measure 1, 2, 3 across the whole thing, but I don't do that sometimes. I just kind of use my my spool, and you don't waste as much that way. Okay, so we're going to come through the center, and then we're going to come back. Might have a little bit of a hard time. Oh, there it is. Let me see if I can. Sometimes it's a little fiddly, and you have to kind of see where you are. And I'm right there. There we go. So we're going to pull it through here like so. And I don't really need that much. Then I'm going to go all the way up to the top, and I'm going to come back through. Okay. And then I am going to come back through the center. Let me see if that's getting it. Okay, there's my hole. I've got some shadows here, and I'm sorry. Okay. Let me come on I want to come on the other side of that. There we go. Okay, now what you want to do is you want to make sure that you have a piece of thread on either side of your thread running down the middle. And you want to pull it tight. And then we want to do a double knot. Okay, now we're going to take those off. We're going to take this off. And you know, I didn't check. I hope that, yeah, that's upside down. Well, that really doesn't matter too much. Dadgum. Be sure and check. Don't sew anything upside down. We'll have to we can work on that a little bit and it'll be just fine. Nobody will know it. Okay, there. We have our signatures sewn in. See how easy that was and how pretty it matches? Okay. Now, let me check the inside of this. Yeah, I'm going to have to glue some more, but I'll do that off camera. That'll be okay. And now what I'm going to do, I'm not going to do this today because I got to get the laces and all out. But now we're going to start adding the fun part. We're going to add pockets and tags and belly bands and all kind of wonderful things. And I'm probably gonna put that there, or maybe up the side. I don't want any laces sticking out because it'll be in the way. So we'll use some trims like this. I think that's pretty. And I'm leaning toward using her, and that doesn't really go. So I'll have to kind of pull some things together, and we'll continue working. But this gives you the opportunity to go ahead and get everything all fixed. Now the journal is completely made. We have, here we go. Let's flip through this pretty girl. We have the front, and then she opens up, and we're going to have something here, and then it opens up, and we have the lovely journal that we've added, and then we've got beautiful images here, and we'll put something over that. It could be anything. We could do that. That's beautiful. We have a pocket here with lace. And then we have our beautiful satin here. And then we open it up again. And we have our beautiful lace pockets. And then we flip over and we're back to the beginning. So it's kind of like a flip-flop journal, if you want to call that. Yeah. Okay. I am going to start pulling things together. I don't want to do it on camera because it'll just take a while. But I'm going to start pulling things together and getting our pages ready to work on. And we'll do it together. And don't forget that tonight, Notions of Beauty, Debbie Ramey, and I will have the link below in the description box, okay? And I'll be there, and I hope to see you there too. And I hope you are doing a mailer with me. If you're not, you're just doing a regular journal. But this was easy to do as a flip-flop, and I'm loving it. So, yeah. Okay. Thank you so much for joining me. And I will talk to everyone soon, and we'll get on with this, okay? Okay. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.